Hi. Today we're looking at a statement from Alberta's Premier Danielle Smith, a leader who has been at the center of one of the most heated debates in this province's modern political history. For months, conversations around Alberta's future, its autonomy, its sovereignty, separation have intensified. And in the middle of it all stands Danielle Smith, not as a separatist, not as someone calling for Alberta to leave Canada, but as a premier arguing for something different, a strong Alberta inside a united Canada.
That me and our United Conservative Caucus are supportive of a strong and sovereign Alberta within a united Canada.
In her remarks, she addressed tough questions head-on. Questions about Alberta's place in Confederation, questions about federal overreach, questions about fairness, equalization, energy policy, and provincial rights. And what she made clear is this: her fight is not about breaking Canada apart. It's about strengthening Alberta's position within it. She's walking a political tightrope, speaking to Albertans who feel alienated and frustrated, while also signaling that her government's path forward remains inside Confederation. That distinction matters. So what does that mean? It means the Premier is taking her position carefully. She is acknowledging Alberta's grievances, but drawing a firm line at separation. Her message reinforces an important political reality. Alberta's future debate is not simply in or out. It is about power, leverage, and negotiation within Canada. And whether you agree with her or not, Danielle Smith is clearly positioning Alberta as assertive, not isolated. The conversation about Alberta's future isn't ending, but if the statement tells us anything, it is. The Premier is framing the fight as one of strength within Canada, not outside it. And that will shape everything that follows. Next, we turn to Poilievre, a leader of Canada's political opposition. At a time when conversation about Alberta's frustration within Ottawa growing louder, Poilievre stepped in with a message that was direct and unmistakable. Alberta belongs in a united Canada.
If your MPs were in favor of Alberta separatism, would they be allowed to remain in your caucus?
We are entirely a federalist caucus. I have not had a single MP express that view. And as for myself, I'm a very proud federalist, born and bred Albertan, and we will be fighting for a united Canada. And we hope that Quebecers, Albertans, and all Canadians will unify around our beautiful flag and our love of country. Thank you.
But not just any Canada. A Canada that respects provincial jurisdiction, a Canada that unleashes energy development, a Canada that reduces federal interference. Poilievre understands Alberta's economic engine: oil, gas, innovation, agriculture, and he understands the resentment that has built over regulatory gridlock and what many Albertans view as hostile federal policies. Yet in his remarks, he did not encourage separation. Instead, he offered a different argument: change Ottawa, don't abandon Canada. That is a powerful political contrast. He is not dismissing Alberta's concerns. He is channeling them towards federal reform. What Pierre Poilievre is doing here is strategic. He is positioning himself as the federal solution to Alberta's frustration. He's saying, give me the mandate in Ottawa and we'll fix the imbalance. That shifts the debate. Instead of asking whether Alberta should leave Canada, he's asking whether Canada's leadership should change. And for many Albertans, that's a crucial distinction. The message is clear. Alberta doesn't need to exit Confederation. It needs a federal government that respects it. Whether voters agree will ultimately determine the direction of both Alberta and Canada. Finally, we hear from a voice that carries significant weight in Alberta and across the country. Former Prime Minister Stephen Harper. Harper is not just any political figure. He governed Canada for nearly a decade. He understands both Alberta's economic backbone and the mechanics of federal power. So when he speaks about Alberta's future, people listen.
That in these perilous times, both parties, whatever their other differences, come together against external forces that threaten our independence and against domestic policies that threaten our unity. We must preserve Canada, this country handed down to us by Providence, preserved by our ancestors, and held in trust for our descendants. We must make any sacrifice necessary to preserve the independence and the unity of this blessed land. We We all want Canada to be the true north, a true north, as strong and as free as it can be, in every way that counts, the best country in the world. Only then can we say that we have been true to this great country. Friends, you've done me a high honor today. I truly appreciate it. Merci beaucoup. God bless all of you.
In his statement,
God bless Canada.
Harper was very clear. Alberta's strength comes from being a powerful province inside Canada, not outside it. He acknowledged Alberta's frustration. He acknowledged policy disputes, but his conclusion was firm. Separation is not the answer. Coming from someone who once held the highest office in the country, that is not casual commentary. It's calculated, deliberate, and grounded in experience. Stephen Harper's message carries historical weight. He led a federal government that many Albertans felt reflects their values. He knows what influence Alberta can wield when aligned strategically within Confederation. His intervention in this debate sends a signal. Alberta's leverage is strongest when it operates from inside the system, not from outside it. Whether one agrees with him or not, his perspective reframes the discussion. The question becomes not can Alberta survive alone, but how can Alberta maximize its power within Canada? And that's a fundamental different conversation. I will see you in the next video.